What's up, you? PGN Studios bringing you the episode 5 of Rocket League. Now, just to let you guys know, I do have to actually record everything. Now, I mean it. I'm not saying I'm actually just recording my audio, my voice audio, because my DxTory settings somehow changed on themselves, making my recording, my track 2, which would have been my voice itself, be the same thing as my speakers, which makes no sense. I have no idea what made that change, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that and see, make sure. I'm probably gonna just check it to be safe every episode before I do recordings. That way, I don't risk having issues. But speaking of, now I did normally would cut to where I start the game, but I didn't do that this time. I ended up going right into a competitive game straight there. I actually got in pretty fast, which was really nice. Now I do have a feeling in this game, but it was a good game. It was very close. It was really very good game. So I did start strong. I ended up going first goal within the first 6 seconds of the game, which is always nice. But the fact is, you always want to start strong, aim strong, continue being strong, playing your hardest, so that when you're going, you're going strong, and that's something you really want to go for. Now, I ended up helping him score right there, which is not a big issue, and I realized I was going to lose that score, which was never a big issue and problem. And I understand that I'm going to help someone score at some point, and that's going to be the problem. I'm not the great, I will admit, straight up, I am not the greatest at this game. But I do try, and that's one of the biggest things to me, is that I'm trying, and that's what matters. Because if you try and fail, at least you try. But if you fail to try at all, then what's the point? What's the point of playing if you're not going to at least try? That's why when I get someone who just shows up, who likes to show off, I don't really care to play against them. I don't care to be playing with them, because the fact is, they're not really trying. So their standpoint is they're playing, they can win. They know very well they can win easily, and then so they sit there and mess around. What I love the most about those type of games is when you play against them, they're showing off, and then they lose for it. Usually, what they try to do is they'll keep it close, if not, or they'll just wreck you. But when you got it where it's a tied game and then you win overtime, or just win by make it, because then they're trying to actually score so they don't lose, and you prevent them from actually scoring whatsoever. That's something I think is the funnest thing you can do. It's actually make them lose when they lose to showing off. Like, to me, that's the biggest thing. It's, I think, the funnest thing. It's just a sheer fact that when they're showing off, and then they get the just desserts by losing because of that show off. To me, I would hope they actually learn from it and try to actually stop wanting to show off as much. See, my personal experience with one of this, and I've said this in every video, if you lose, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It is just a game. But if you sit there and lose because you're showing off and just being, to me, how is that fun? To me, showing off with you isn't that fun. I think it's disrespectful, and I've said this several times, and it is always going to still be disrespectful. It's more respectful to actually play for real than to not play at all for real. And that's going to be the biggest thing. Now, I am going to have to pause this recording, I do have to get going to work at some point soon. So I am probably only going to record part of the game clips that I have, and that's what's going to end up happening. Now, I did lose this game, which did not put me down in division, down a rank at all, which is really good. But the next competitive match, which is actually really going to be fun to pull out, which you're going to get to see all the highlights from, I win, which puts me back up to Prospect 2 Division 2, which is really nice. Now, one thing I would like to know from your opinions would be, do you want to see me just do highlights of my games, like where I get like really good scores and like really big mess ups, or would you like to show me keep it like this where I have the entire game? Now, if I do highlights, I have to do video recordings like the audio like this, which isn't really too much of an issue, but it's more finding stuff to say. Well, when I'm talking in the game, you can get all the snippets and all the conversations that I'm actually talking and things to myself, saying. It's like going on that moment. It's a lot easier for me to come up with conversations, stuff to say towards you guys. And I'll say this in all fairness. To me, I value you guys, the community, the people that subscribe to my channel, the people that watch my videos. To me, you guys are the #1 people that I make my videos for. I will try, and that's why I'm trying my best to make sure I upload often, so that you guys can have the best experience watching my channel, watching my videos, and that's the thing. Even if I know some people like say, why not show recording each of you just your win? Now I do have plenty of times when I win, and I do keep saves for that, and I could actually just record those things. But I don't. To me, I'd like to show the reality of things. People lose. And that's something big to me. Like right there, I missed the goal. That I could have, if I had hit it, I could have actually knocked it in. But I didn't. And I think one of the big things for me is that I need to practice using the ball cam so that I can see the ball a lot easier. But I don't do it. So it's gonna be one of those things where I'm just gonna have to keep practicing doing things, and that's something I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to practice as much as I physically can with using the ball cam, so that's what I'm going to be working on throughout the gameplay. You might see me use it every so often, it's like me trying to use it a little bit more often. But you might see my entire game, what I might do is the next few gameplays is where, not in this episode, but the next few episodes from the end, but I'll keep the ball cam on no matter what. And I'll probably only be doing this in non-competitive so that I can practice this safely without messing with the ranks. And that's something big I want to do. I don't think he scores anymore, but I do believe I don't end up scoring here, which would have been nice. Actually, wait, do I score here? Yeah, I did. Wow. Do I actually win this one? I don't think I win this one. I think I lose in overtime. If I remember correctly, I think I do lose in overtime, and that's when I end up going to overtime and I lose. Because that's where I believe. I'm pretty sure I didn't win this one. Unless this is out of order. Like I said, unless this is out of order, I don't think I won this. I'm pretty sure I lost in overtime. Yeah, I'm pretty positive I lost in overtime. Yeah, I did. I lost in overtime. Okay, that's what I was right. I remember this stuff. So, I'm gonna end the recording here. I'll be back in my next game. Here we are at game 2 of Rocket League. Now, I want to let you guys know, like I said, I am back to my work, so this is why. So it is, like I said, a lot of videos are gonna be delayed today. The Yellow Skull series episode is gonna be delayed. This is gonna be delayed out. I'm pretty much gonna make this will all be pretty much set. This would have been all set by the time by the time you see. Now you're gonna see both of them at the same time, roughly, maybe like half an hour difference. But they are gonna be made. But it actually was made before it. It's just that I wanted to get all the recording done, get all the editing done, so that all I had to do was render and then upload. And I'm going to be making one extra video. I'm going to be working on the Minecraft video. Now, it's going to be a new series because I do sadly have to say the Adventure series is probably going to end just because of the fact that it's just so hard to really make a video on there. It's just too easy, and I find that when it's too easy to get materials, I don't really care to do it. I want it to be a real challenge to it, and sadly, that's just not the case. And I found out in this video that this guy's like, to me, this guy's like really kind of douchey about the hitting you, but you know, sadly it's Rocket League, people are gonna ban you, and I will admit I tried to a couple times. Sometimes it was more of a, I'm getting my revenge, than me doing it to help me. But I ended up winning this game, which was really nice, but this did put me into a new ranking, which was great. So my last game did not make me lose a rank, which was really nice. But this game actually made me gain a rank, which was really nice. And you guys will get to see which rank I get. or get back, because I think it'll be getting back around at this point. But that's the main cool thing. Now, like I said, I said this in the previous section, if you guys wanted to see me just do highlights, or you want to see me continue doing how this is now, where I do the complete game. And I love that I actually sat there and actually missed that. Not only did I hit it, I actually hit it out. So that was kind of depressing there, but I did end up, like I said, I still do end up winning the game, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty good game. He did a good job, and I'm not knocking this guy's skills. I'm not going to say anything. He was not bad. He did a good job. He played hard. He played for it, and he sincerely tried to win. But he ended up losing. I got a critical right here. And one of those things where it's like, you got points going, and it just takes so long to gain a score, and that's going both ways. That's very good. That's actually really good. The fact that you sit there and you go and you're wrestling for points, you're wrestling to get that point, but no matter how much you try, you're not getting that point. That's just amazing. It's like, and like I said, the main thing I've said before, I'm gonna be trying to get better, especially with the ball cam. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be doing my non-competitive games that way, because I take a big risk losing with that, because I haven't really practiced, and I don't want to risk doing that when competitive, when that's meant to be ranked. And that's something big. I don't want to do that. I want to clear to my single duels to really practice. There is going to be an extra bonus clip. I'm hoping to post that up later tonight, but I do want to make sure this episode and the Skyrim episode get done first before I bring out the bonus clips. Bonus clip of a guy that got a little angry about because gameplay, which, and my rule of thumb is this: if you're getting pissed off when you're playing Rocket League, if you're getting pissed off and you're getting angry, take a break, because you're not going to do yourself any favors by being angry. The fact is, you're going to actually harm your gameplay by being upset. Because you're not, at that point, you're not concentrating, you're more mad about it, and you're just harming yourself. If you feel that you're angry, getting upset, something is not going away, just take a few minute break, you'll be fine, and you'll be so much better. And I love that miss I did. When I looked at it, I was like, oh my, that's going in, that's going in, that's going in. Boom, right off the edge. I was like, no. But I do, like I said, I think he does score. I do, if I remember correctly, he does. I think he does score here. I'm not 100%. Like I said, he ended up hitting me here. I want to say he ended up helping me score at a point. I just don't remember if he did. Yeah, but I can't remember where, or if it was this guy in general. Because I didn't know he liked to hit me a lot, and I think what he ended up doing was when I was nearby the goal, he hit me just enough to get me under control to knock it into my goal, knock it into the first point. But like I said, it was a fun game, good game. Both him and me was literally fighting for that point, was fighting for that score. This is where he scores. This is where he goes, because I ended up going down, there was no, and I could also lose control and get it. But I ended up scoring within 2 seconds. And I mean the word 2 seconds from the end of the game, going in overtime. That's what happened. I know now. I think there was someone else. But that's gonna be another game. But you see right there, I go for the wham, knock it out, and then boom, right there. Go in and get the goal within 2 seconds left of the game. And because there's only 1 second, it doesn't really matter. We're not gonna score. There's no way we can score. But we're gonna quickly wham it. Boom. Start flying right into the air. Get some. I love that even if you don't win, you do get experience. But as you can see, we go to Prospect 2, Division 2. No, yeah, 2. And we got a new thing. We didn't equip it, but as you also can see, I do have a new top on there. I have my wizard hat. I love it. I mean, the purple wizard hat was cool, but Nothing beats the blue one. Nothing beats the blue in Star Wars attack. Nothing. He just gets scored here, which is fine. This guy does win, if I remember correctly. I want to say he won this game. I think I actually lost both these next two games, but I can't say for sure, offhand at least. But that's okay. I do believe he wins by a good amount. He does. I remember this now. He does win by a decent amount. He does a lot of aerials. I believe a lot of aerials and stuff. But I think I got a point in this. I think I tied here, but I do believe he still won, which is fine. A lot of things. Like sometimes it gets hard when you say, because this is actually recorded after the fact. Because sadly my audio kind of messed up. Yeah, I scored here. And I accidentally double recorded the game audio versus my mic audio, which is, I had a whole thing going here, all big thing, and I'm like, now I'm just like recording straight in. It's gonna go straight into the games. So I'm not gonna say, I'm sorry. Normally I'm like, hey, okay, I'll be back with the next game for the cuts, but clearly it's not gonna look like a cut. It looks like I'm gonna go straight into a new game. Now, next game what you're gonna see is I do kind of start before I actually see a recording of it, because I accidentally did that instead of doing my normal use, which is weird with all standpoints. I missed this so horribly, but I think I went for it, but I missed. And then he ends up scoring because he actually was paying a little bit more patient and was able to waited a little longer for it. If I had waited, I actually could have gotten that score, and I would have been fine right there. But I did not choose to do that. I ended up being a little impatient and went a little too early. But that was okay. And I think I missed. I don't know, I hit that in. That's good. Didn't score, but. And a lot of this game is a really fun game. It's really great to play competitive matches, but it's also a great idea to you really should play non-competitive gameplay, because especially when you want to, let's say if you look at athletes, you got them playing, you sit there and, I think I went here and I missed it. It was a smart idea to do that, but I messed up, ended up missing it by a minute. Because what I ended up doing was going towards, and then I rammed around him so that he had him missing it. But like when you're playing real sports, like a lot of people stretch. Like they work out a little bit just before, so that they can get limber, ready, and so that when they go, they're a lot more relaxed and a lot better. They're able to play the game a lot better. And they can help them do their own best. And that's one of the things that I like to do, is I like to play a couple of... He rammed me here and got a point for that stuff. So that's what I like to do, is I like to play a couple solo duels, the unranked duels, so I can get some quick warm-up game. To me, it's like a warm-up game. So I'm warming up, and then I'm getting so that when I do my competitive matches, I can do a little bit better. It might not. Doesn't mean I'm gonna win. No, I might still lose. But I feel that I will have a significantly better chance of winning if I actually do that. And that's what I go for, and that's how I play. So I do play as hard as I can, and I do try my best. I admit I can't always win, and I won't always win. And to me, I don't want to just play this game where I show you just my wins. I want to play this game and show you my losses, my wins. To me, if I show you my wins and losses, it shows that I'm human. I can lose and I can make mistakes. If I show I only show you my wins, and it makes it look like, okay, I'm very good. If I'm not, but if that's not really the case, to me that's just as bad as lying. Because what's the point of making myself look like I'm good when I'm not? If I'm not that good, if I'm not as good as I make it look, I'd rather look as good as I actually am then look as good as I'm not. Because that's the point of it. And that's how I feel. I feel that you should look, you should play, you should show, especially when doing these videos, you should really show the best of what you actually are. I'm missing this way. If I do catch up for another point, I do think it's about you end up getting, if we stop at about 3 to 6, or you end up getting one of those points afterwards. I can't remember 100% this game. I'm kind of trying to remember every gameplay, since I went about 5 hours later before being able to actually, so I'm kind of watching it as I play, watching it as I'm recording my audio, and that's kind of what's happening here. But I do want to let you guys know, I do want to plan something really nice. It's gonna be a few weeks, what I really would love to do is actually, here's one thing I would like to do, and I want to leave this up to you guys. If you guys would like, I could hold off on doing the Minecraft series, and what I could do is set up a series and set up a server so a bunch of us play the server together with each other. Now obviously there's going to be some rules, and if I have to enforce some, if I have to mute someone, it's going to happen. Now there's going to be some rules. It's going to be whitelisted. You're going to have to earn your right to get on the server. If you just end up looting, if you blow your trust on that, you're going to be you're going to be removed from the server. Not only being banned, you're going to be unwhitelisted, and you're not going to get a second chance. And what I usually do is I check your IP when I do, so that way, if I see the IP similar, the same IP, just a different user, I will not let that user go on as well, because I will treat it as the same person just trying to get in, and that's how I'll do it. So I'm going to leave an option for you guys to make a decision, your choice. Do you guys want me to hold off on the series and a Minecraft series and make a server for a bunch of you guys to be able to join me? Or would you guys rather me just do a series, start doing the series? Because I think I'm going to do Infinity Evolved Skyblock, and that's what I would like to do. But I think it would start everyone at the same spot. So I don't know how that's going to work. If I were to do a server, it would be a different server than that one. I'm thinking it might do is still do Infinity Evolved Skyblock or Sky Factory 2.5 alongside a server. And then, yeah, this is where, like I said, I kind of started recording after I started playing. But he ended up stop trying right there, which I didn't understand. But the guy would show off, did a lot of show-offing, and I kind of wish he had lost. I kind of wish I had actually won. We ended up going into overtime, which was great, but I was kind of hoping that I would have won in the overtime just to kind of stick it to him, because to me, there's nothing worse than showing off. To me, just play to win. If you're gonna win, if you're good enough to win, just play to win. Don't do stuff just to show off, because to me, that's not. It's really disrespectful. And I play a certain way where I don't try to belittle the player I'm playing against. So I actually play. I play with all my strength, but I don't play in a way that I'm just showing off. Like, that's my thing. I'd rather not show off than spend time showing off. To me, if I lose because I showed off, it doesn't do anything but make me look like an idiot. But if I win because but if I lost because I tried my best, but my best was just not good enough at the time and I lost, that's fine. Then that's fine. My best was just not good enough yet. And I am gonna get better at this game, and that's one thing that's true, is I will get better. It's just gonna take up some time to actually play, because I'm not really playing excessively. But I'm playing I do feel I'm playing a fair amount, but I do know that I'm not playing an excessive amount. Which, that's really a big thing to me. It's like, I do want to play more, so I can get more practice in, and that's something I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to leave two options. Do you guys want me just do Infinity Evolve Skyblock Dash or Skyfighter 2, or do that and have a server so we can all of us can play on it? So leave your decision on that in the comment section below. I will also be opening up a poll about that later in the year, later in the Minecraft series. If we do have a server for that, I am gonna open up a forum, a website, it's gonna be an engine website. So basically, we can have a forum where we can talk, we can all have conversations and stuff like that. It's also gonna be where you're gonna be going to get whitelisted for the server, so you can join it. Now this is going to be a community server only, like a subscriber server. But here's the thing, I might end up charging like $1 to play. I might charge you like a rank to get in there. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, how it would work. First you would apply for it, and then I would go review and decide if you're going to get in. If you can now, if you get approved to get in, then you would buy the $1 rank. You would buy the rank. Now, there might be two options. You can buy your entry in, or you can earn an invite. Invite, which gets you a one-time use coupon, makes the invite fee like $1 instead of having to pay the actual invite fee. Now, the fee isn't to be mean to anyone or to get money. It is actually literally just to keep the server up and running. And considering it's a one-time fee, that's all it really is. It's literally just to open up the server so we can fly on it, we can have fun on it. And especially considering how FTD servers tend to be really laggy sometimes, especially after adding so much, we're going to have that. So don't forget to let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see. If you want to see me host a server like this, it is going to have to be a paid server. I will have it set up so we can have it. I just haven't decided which one. I would have to decide which one we would be doing, and that is going to be voted down below. I'm probably going to make a curse server in a couple hours of this video. After I finish recording, doing all editing, starting my rendering, I'm going to start making a curse server if I can, if it doesn't cost me anything for that. Because currently I don't have the money. But I'm going to leave it in a vote and we'll make a decision based on whether or not we're going to do what's going to happen. But if we do the server, like I said, it is going to be a charge to it. It's going to be but the fee will be based on if you get invited. Now, what's called an invite for that server? Two options. One, you're a good YouTuber. You're a big YouTuber who wants to find a server to do this series on. That's fine. Or a YouTuber that does. I might set a rule like a minimum. No, I'm not gonna make it like, okay, oh, you have to be a decent sized YouTuber. No, I think a fair sized YouTuber might be okay. I'm not gonna say, okay, you have 10 subscribers and you make videos every so often, you can get an invite. No, but it's probably gonna be a couple hundred subscribers, a few hundred subscribers, daily uploads. There's gonna be something, and that will be set up with a form. In the form, so you'll see exactly what you need to get your invite for it, accepted, to possibly get accepted. Now, one big thing is you're gonna have to show me your YouTube channel name, to verify it's yours. Now, one big thing is this: if you give me a YouTube channel and you learn that it's not yours, and you're trying to use that to get entry, you will not only not get entry, I will make sure you're never. I'm gonna ban your username by default, so it doesn't matter if you pay the forced entry, but using the paid entry, you're gonna lose. You're never gonna be able to get in anyways. And like I said, this isn't to be mean to people. The charge fee for the server isn't to be mean. It's just to help pay for the server so that everyone can play on it. So your small donation is to help people. There might be some extra stuff, like this stuff is just to help people and help keep the server running so people can play. All the money that goes from here goes straight back into the server, and that's how I like to do it. I don't want to keep them. Money's not going to me. Money's not going to go to me at all. It's literally paying for the server itself. This video is going to be a little longer than usual other videos because of the fact that even though it was only 4 games, some games I had to record the ended up having to record the replays. I'm thinking I'm going to probably post off those replays and not actually talk during them so that I can actually skip them without having to actually record anything for them. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing from now on, is just cutting those replays. And that's what I'm going to end up doing. So we did go into overtime. We did end up winning this, like I said, but it was an unranked match, so it didn't really matter to me that much. And here's the thing, I knew he was going to do that, but they was going to defend. But the fact that I missed that was so upsetting. I would have, if I didn't miss, if that had been just a bit lower, I would have actually had won. But I knew once I saw what was happening there, I knew I would. But that was okay. It's not a big deal. This, like I said, make your decision on that. This is PGN Sewers, and I am signing off.